Sometimes when I walk into church, I feel like I'm walking into a lecture hall. I feel like we talk a lot about God, but I can't sense His presence. It doesn't feel like He's really here with us. I know that Christianity isn't all about feelings, but does that mean we're not allowed to have any feelings?
Sometimes when I walk into a church, I feel like I'm walking into a concert hall. The music is beautiful, but I can't always tell the difference between the message of the church and the message of the TEDtalk I listened to on the way there. There's supposed to be a difference, right?
For thousands of years, the Spirit has led godly men and women to search the Bible to see what God has told us about worship. We're not the first ones to do this. The living faith of the saints that have gone before us is still with us, if we're willing to listen.
Sometimes in our desire to reach the culture, we can go too far and end up just mimicking the culture. But the church has a culture all of its own, a culture that is saturated with the message of the gospel. And so Christian worship isn't primarily a theology lecture with an opening band. It isn't a concert with some helpful life hack tips. A Christian worship service is, more than anything, a mystical experience, an encounter with the presence of God. In the liturgy, God comes to us and calls us to worship Him through His Word.
And we respond in beautiful songs of adoration.
We hear His voice in a reading from the law.
And we confess our sins together.
We hear God declare His unbreakable covenant love for us in the gospel, and He reassures us that our sins are forgiven.
And we respond with thanksgiving and praise.
In the sermon, we hear about how the Bible is primarily about what Jesus has done for us, how His sinless life and sacrificial death on the cross have liberated us from the shame of sin and the sting of death forever.
And we respond with a transformed life.
And through the symbols of bread and wine, Jesus is with us. He is communing with us, sharing with us the power of His divine life and giving us His blessing as we go out into the world to be lights.
He is here.
He is here.
He is with us.
He is with us.
We invite you to join us at Resurrection San Diego this Sunday as we experience His presence together through word, water, bread, and wine.